For the past 2 years or so, I've been live streaming my shiny hunting adventures for a living. While I share my experiences with my viewers, I often get asked what my favorite shiny is, and I don't really have an answer. There are well over 800 Pokemon to pick from, and I really can't just pick one, so I thought today I might go over some of my favorites with you guys and why they're so special to me. Some of these entries might include the whole evolutionary line, while others might just be singling out one of the Pokemon from the line. I'll make sure to differentiate when needed. Vileplume has always been one of my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, but on top of loving the Pokemon so much, I also think its shiny is absolutely stunning. Orange is my favorite color, so I absolutely love that the red accents changed to orange. I also think that the shiny still does a really good job of representing the poison grass typing. You all know how much I love the Slowpoke evolutionary line, however, Slowbro in particular has an amazing shiny. The purple and gold complement one another perfectly, and these colors suit the Pokemon itself quite nice. Obviously, I love my mascot shiny. Shiny Shelder was the first Pokemon I ever chain fished in Generation 6, getting it in only 26 encounters. I love this shiny because it's orange. When I originally hunted Shelder, I actually didn't know that Cloyster's shiny was blue, and I assumed it was still orange, and I was so disappointed when I evolved it. I don't think another Pokemon does a white shiny quite as well as Staryu. I think the shiny speaks for itself. It's so beautiful. I swear to God, everybody gives me so much crap for loving Natu and Xatu shiny, but I think it's pretty close to perfect. I don't really know why I love this shiny so much since it's not very different from its original coloring, but to me it's always stood out and I think it's just absolutely stunning. I do occasionally deem this as one of my favorite shinies when asked, I just love it so much. Sudowoodo is mainly on this list because it's the first reset hunt I ever attempted and it has a special place in my heart. I also think that the shiny is just nice looking. I'm not a huge fan of pink shinies, however, I do think Jumpluff is the best one out of all of them. I think it looks so much better in the baby pink than its original blue. Yanma is my favorite bug-type Pokemon, and I think its shiny is a real stunner. The blue is so vibrant and pretty, and it's such a drastic difference to its original coloring. I'm a pretty big fan of purple shinies, and to me, Kingdra does it the best. I don't really shiny hunt in Pokemon Go. If I get a shiny, I get a shiny. However, when Horsey was released, I did not rest until I got my hands on a shiny. I needed shiny Kingdra. I stayed out and played Pokemon Go all day until I got one. I also chain fished for a Horsey in my current file of Pokemon Y, finding 5 shiny Skrelp before finally finding my targeted Horsey. Celebi is another pink shiny done right. I just love its green accents on its pink body. This is also a Pokemon I'd love to hunt in the future. I bought Pokemon Crystal through the eShop and I cannot wait to hunt it on Gen 2. Breloom is one of my favorite Generation 3 Pokemon and it has a gorgeous orange shiny. I absolutely love when the shiny versions of grass-type Pokemon look like they're transitioning through the autumn season. I think this color variation works perfectly on Breloom since it basically looks like a mushroom dinosaur. I'm pretty sure everyone is in agreement that the Roselia line has some of the best shinies. The roses turning from blue and red to black and purple are one of the best changes in any shiny Pokemon. It's so unexpected but so fitting, and it even fits its poison typing more than the original colors. I know some of you are going to argue with me in the comments over what color shiny Absol is, but I absolutely love shiny Absol because it's orange. Alright, let me just... God damn it. Alright, They'll never know. This is fine. This is fine. I never really noticed Carvanha's shiny until I got one in Go, but man, do I think this thing is gorgeous. I never really looked at it because I'm not the biggest fan of Sharpedo shiny, but Carvanha definitely has the better of the two. Relicanth is a pretty forgettable Pokemon, and I think if this thing didn't have its beautiful sky blue shiny, I would forget that this thing existed altogether. Jirachi shiny has some of the most subtle yet beautiful changes out of any of the mythical Pokemon. Even though the only changes made are that the tags go from blue to red, I think the shiny looks so much better than the original, which is why it's on this list. Combi and Vespiquen are just the best shade of orange and they both carry it so well. I don't have much to say about them other than they look great shiny. Pachirisu is another really great pink shiny. Man, there are a lot of pink shinies on this list. After I just said I wasn't a huge fan of pink shinies. I just think pink suits this adorable squirrel Pokemon quite nicely. Croagunk and Toxicroak are on this list because they kind of look like windbreakers from the 80s or 90s and I absolutely love that. I know people hate the Finneon line and call it forgettable, but I think their shinies are pretty cute. I think the tan and the pink complement one another really nicely, and I think if people knew how cute their shinies were, they would be less forgettable within the community. I'm pretty sure that everyone is in agreement that the Gigalith line is the best looking shiny out of Generation 5. Its red gems turn to an electric blue, and it's just so gorgeous. Recently, my boyfriend and I started a playthrough of X and Y together where we both shiny hunted the starters. I went for Fennekin and he went for Froakie. Both of them are on this list because they're both amazing shinies, probably the two best shiny starters ever. Fennekin goes from yellow to silver, and its orange accents change to red and purple. Froakie and Frogadier don't change as much, but Greninja goes from blue to black, making him look like an actual ninja, which is what he's based on, so he obviously looks amazing. Both versions of Meowstic are probably the best yellow shinies out there. I don't have much to say other than they both look so cool in yellow and white. I know so many people hate this Pokemon, but I don't. Spritzee is also on my current Y team, but I didn't shiny hunt the one that I'm using. However, I am a huge fan of its shiny. I think that this Pokemon looks even better in purple than in pink. Slurpuff has an amazing shiny because it looks even more like a cake than it did before. I didn't actually notice how amazing shiny Amora looked until Crown Tundra came out and someone on Twitter posted that they had found a shiny one randomly. I absolutely love that this goes from a light blue to white. The white makes it look even more like an ice type. I think this shiny is just totally fitting for this Pokemon. Hawlucha is a favorite of mine just because of how many colors are on this thing and because of how different it looks from its original coloring. The Gumi line is another example of an amazing yellow shiny. The whole line looks so cute. Phantom, like Breloom, looks just like it's going through the autumn season. This shiny is clearly inspired by an autumn birch tree and it looks absolutely stunning in its white and red colors. Pumpkaboo shiny is perfect for Halloween. This pink and brown cutie turns black and purple, giving it the perfect Halloween look. Shiny Zygarde has been unobtainable until recently, and since it was unobtainable for so long, I had a bizarre fixation on hunting one once it was finally available, which now, with the inclusion of Crown Tundra, it is available in Sword and Shield. I've done quite a few of these Zygarde raids and still do not have a shiny one. And of course, Alex got a shiny one on his first try. Decidueye is a Christmas owl, and I love it. I'm not a huge fan of Incineroar, but Litten and specifically Torracat have amazing shinies. I love Torracats the most because instead of red and white like the other two in the line, it's orange and white. Plus, I think Torracat is the best designed middle starter evolution ever. Dhelmise is a ghost grass Pokemon that goes from blue to blood red, giving this spooky ghost type an even more fitting color scheme. Lunala shiny is based on a blood moon, which is badass. The Cinderace line goes from a bunch of white bunnies to gray ones, and I love that. This is another shiny I often mention when people ask me for my favorite. Orbeetle shiny goes from red to purple, which I think is so fitting for the psychic bug that's based on a UFO. Cramorant turns orange, so obviously I love it. I also have one that I named Cheeto. The last one on this list is actually another pink one, that being Ice-Q. I think the pink on this Pokemon really makes it stand out. I also just love Ice-Q, so in turn, I think its shiny is pretty okay. That pretty much sums up my 40 favorite shiny Pokemon. I hope that somewhat answered the question of what my favorite shiny is for you guys. I'm sorry that I couldn't narrow it down more than that. There's just too many to pick from. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. In the comments below, let me know what your favorite shiny Pokemon is. See ya!